That's interesting. Okay, finishing. Hopefully this will run in a second. That is a very unopportune moment. I did it still be me. Okay. Hey. This is fun. Okay. Well, let's finish this, please, without any more deaths. I need to show the game again. Not madam, just call me Chen. Miss Chen! That's fine. It's a bit more formal. Was it too formal? Sorry to tack you into this sisterly quarrel. Thought our union would be a little more thematic. At least a little more conventional. I think that no matter how conventional it is, feelings we have when reuniting after a long time are one and the same. Is crying very cliched? I don't think so. I know a person would cry. Yeah, you're allowed to cry and show your emotion. It's healthy. Very eloquent, Cortes. An impressive assault on the emotional front. However, justice skill is better suited to pursue the royal court and senate, subdue the parliament and those spineless bastards, incite the blind soldiers and irascible citizens rather than me. Castle fell thrice to create fires, just rebuilt multiple times, receiving millions of new souls, and being reclaimed by the royal court each time. Yet the previous residents have all been reduced to ashes in the wind. In Chernobog, you once raised the barrier, stopping my breath. I let you go, because the noble warrior who sacrificed his life for you was worthy of my respect. But now, you've caught my attention once more. You won't get another chance to escape. Survive the simulation, Cordes. Damn it, Amir, over here, quick! I'm not talking to you, sister. Now, I wonder what her burning flesh will smell like. Amir! Violent flames flash into existence. The searing waves of white fire roar towards Amir from all directions, completely enveloping her, leaving the very ground she stands upon. You! Just right. If you struck now, would you cut both my arts and her? Let her go. Let her go, Talala. And when you want that, too late. 3 minutes are up. Enough time has passed. A forward shift over Langman and Chernobog. The race crossed the northern plains at the lands of Ursus. He is intimately familiar with Chen's faults. He has experienced all of Chen's battles to this point. He has planted Langman, Chernobog, and all of the northern plains up in her body. This is I guess where she Adi gotta basically kill Amir and she just comes back as Lord of Fiends or something. That's what I assume if the little bit of spoilery knowledge I know. I mean, there are ores. Black lines surge outwards from the ball of flame, forming the distinct threads that carve through the flames. The white fire fades away. Wow. What cut through the flame fisten? Amiya violently gasps for breath. She shuts her eyes. Countless ideas form within Amiya's mind and dissipate just as quickly. Oh, don't do this to me. She remembers Frost Nova, lamenting through gritted teeth. She sees the Wendigo's corpse standing tall. No! Here's Alina's irrepressible whispers. She sees Ace and Scout and remembers the lead operators dancing at a party. She recalls Caesar taking gingerbread out of the oven. She thinks of Mimi's handmade badges. She sees the light that shines faintly at Santi's chest as he walks through the corridor during a power outage. A silly grin on his freckled face. Thinks of her parents. She sees her mother holding onto her shoulder as she tries to grasp the fiddlestick. Her mother's fingers are long and fair, though she is displeased at all the scars and calluses. She sees her father falling over after pushing her out the door. She cannot remember exactly what her father said, only that he had tears in his eyes. Goodbye, live on, Amiya. Oh, she sees Theresia stabbing a sword into her chest. Oof. She sees Theresia wishing her good night and turning off the lights. She sees Theresia picking out a white dress for her, a smile brighter than her own. She sees the doctor walking in front of her. She sees the doctor looking back, waiting for her to catch up before continuing onwards. She sees the Sakas, a great fire, very same great fire that burns all, yet is unable to eradicate malice, a great fire that itself was born of malice. Inside a tent surrounded by the great fire, the Sakas was aloud. We've been betrayed once more. They have broken the agreement, attacked our camp. They're just normal civilians, not soldiers. They're just normal Sakas. You killed my wife. Why must my people suffer such injustice? Why do we not have the right to live? Just want to live in peace. A place to call home. Is it just because we're Sakas? Sorry, people were racist, and now we have super racism. Amiya's tears evaporate in the scorching flames. Is it just because we are infected? Amiya asks. Are we lower than the wildest beasts that light up in this land simply because we are Sakas? Sakas was pierced through the tongues of flame, through the arts, through the eras. What crimes did they commit? Are they not innocent? Do you hate them? Whispers. I will not answer. Yet this great Sakas does so, as if he knows that the question will inevitably be asked. No, perhaps it's the one who never stopped asking himself. Do they hate us? To massacre our kin without rhyme or reason? To renege on their promises to cover up their crimes by committing an even greater crime? Are they toying with us, or is this manipulation? Do they seek benefits, or is this poorly abuse? Is this a moment of paranoia, or is it malice very deep within? Is this just humankind? Are we the ones they should hate? They should hate themselves. They should hate themselves for reducing the land to the state, turning us all into villains. Sakas raises his sword. Jack and Cerulean engulf the entirety of the longsword. That weight passes heavily on Emiya's shoulders. Longsword that Amiya grips in her hand. I hate them. Rage. Rage against the machine. Endless rage, encapsulating all the pain and injustice up in this land. Fixed past the Sakas' bottom's line, past Amiya's guard. An enmity that cannot even be destroyed by hate. How can that which raises malice overcome malice? Yet, this fury is different. Even if I don't take revenge, if I never hold a grudge, I still have the right to rage on forever. The Sakas swore seriously. They should never have done so if they didn't expect this. Flames tremble beneath his mighty roars. They shrink back, transforming from orange to cerulean in a display of self-mockery. Cerulean flames burn ever brighter. Sakas throws his long sword, the black blade long and sharp, wisps of blue flame trailing across it. His fury swells forth. If this is the end, come at me. I will bring the end to you, to all of us, to myself. If this land will not permit myself to lay down my weapon, I can only continue to fight until the end of time itself. Amiya knows She knows that after killing all of the Oathbreakers, these great sagas had committed suicide. Amir also knows that the sword had turned into a little more than ashes that never existed. Yet, the Syrian fury and the history of the Sarkis lord have long become a part of Amir. A smooth, unseething plate cleave now is cleft. A smooth at Teardrop's point, once known be deft. The power of friendship, a sword ere shadows twace, cast off as cast. A sword of status went, once stood stand fast. Many more memories fall into Amir's mindscape, the river of time gushing through Amir's consciousness. It's not a happy ending, but Amir has run out of time. Amir sees Chan's rage. Oh. Amir sees Tyler flames. It's fine, she will be reborn. We'll be fine. Amir understands clearly that it must resolve this matter here. The sword of fury will not be just a sword of the past. It must become a sword of the present. Amir grips the hilt tightly. Actual animation, let's go. Because we are killing them. We are murdering them. Main character moment. She found the sword in herself. Now will be the first 7-star. I think this is healthy for her. Sword? Sword. From spinning, cutting. Embodied power did not increase. But the form has changed. Shannon, congratulations, Cortus. You're not a fragment, not an experiment, not an imposter. You are indeed the Lord of Sarkis. Enemy of humanity. Oh, nothing but an infected person. I'm a bit speechless. Amir, what kind of magic is that? Doesn't matter right now. Maybe, but actually, it matters a lot to me. Why are you holding a sword that looks so much like Chiek Shao? Why do you know the sword techniques that I've diligently practiced for over 10 years? She read your memories. But yeah, man, it must be amazing to basically play this game from day one. Just see the question mark passive Amir has and then it cultivating into this, right? The sadness of already catching up onto a game. Maybe. Actually, matters a lot to me. Why are you holding a sword that looks so... Why do you know the sword techniques? It's Chan. Is it that serious? Never mind. Let's leave it for next time. How similar is the sword to Xiaoxiao? I can think it was another Xiaoxiao. Right, Amir. How much of my sword techniques do you know? All that I've seen. All that I've found within your heart. I know it all. What did you find in my heart? Miss Chen, don't worry. I only saw those things that you wished for me to learn. Can distinguish these things. I really didn't look at anything else. She looked at you naked. She will keep that memory forever. Forget it all. Wei Yanwu always said that handling Chiek Shao relies more on one's state of mind, rather than one's mastery or the sword. I always thought he was bullshitting, but I have to admit, I'm unlikely to ever reach this level of swordsmanship. So you can just ignore him when he's waxing lyrical about cooperation and principles. But when it comes to the sword, he must listen to us both. Got it? 2 swords? You actually had a girl to choose such an evil weapon like Chiek Shao? Since when have weapons been evil or not? What kind of weapon could be more evil than you? Listen up, Amir. Your resentment and my fury are one and the same, and so too are your swords. Let's go, Amir. Take her down, dead or alive. Can we really? Don't act like we have a choice. Gain so much confidence from such a weapon. I've been through this tomfoolery once already today, and don't fancy an encore. Let's test your sword, Cortus. I'll see your skills for myself. Too slow, Chiek Shao. And Sieve! They're doing it. They're in sync. Der Kalzit was right. Jigsaw is a sword that can count two arts. Formless flames that endlessly devour the surroundings dissipate into nothingness after the flashes of cerulean, black and red. A wound? How could this? Ever since I revived to my sheer hate, this body has not taken a single scratch. You only managed to cut your finger. Words are too tremendously powerful. Don't underestimate that little scratch. Every little wound and cut we give her will build up and accumulate, will wear her down eventually. And doesn't she always have some nice healing from being infected? It's really sad. Who do you think you are, talking like that while wearing that face? Did he really waste a kind-hearted girl? You seem very happy carving up your sister's body with an outsider, Huichi. You dare call me that? Kill me if you wish, Huichi. You. I can never return. I hate all of this. I hate you. I hate this land that wasted you. I hate you like this. Kill me. Release me from all this. Otherwise, I will kill you. At least, Huichi. Huichi, don't make me kill you. Don't want to. I can't. No, even if it's your fault I'm like this. That time 20 years ago, I didn't come with me. You backed out. You ran away, Huichi. Came like this. Something that even I hate. All because of you. It's all because of you. Because you went back on your promise. Don't do this to her. You were children. That night, under the torrential rain, why did you willingly stay by that evil second side? He killed my father. Because of mother's death. He split us apart. But now, you're doing his bidding? It's lying. Think about it, Miss Chen. What was it actually like that night? The sky was clear. I will never forget. Right, there was no moonlight. Stars. But it was daytime when you took me out. It's during the day. That means... No, tell her. Kashti's original blood didn't begin taking effect after his death. Man, she was manipulated from the start. He had already been using his arts on you from that moment on. Just think, how many of your thoughts has he twisted? How many memories has he warped? If he didn't tamper with your memories, you're still exploiting those fuzzy corners of your mind. Talula. You're still Talula. If you wanted to start a war, you ended up sacrificing many people. Would you have let them all die in vain just for yourself? There had to be sacrifices. Wouldn't you have let yourself be the first? Would you have let the Yetis in Force Nova die helplessly? Would you have used the thing Patriot was protecting to destroy him? You, who greatly respected him? Would you have allowed countless Earthers infected to die for that? Enough! I cannot shake my resolve. Actions are completely the same, down to the very rhythms. Disgusting. Those two swords are still unable to best me. We eventually run out of stamina, yet my flames are endless. Your swords are an extension of our bodies, whereas I am body power. You will fall to your fatigue. I will claim your lives. Tyler, open your eyes and see. Do you really wish for such an ending, such a tragedy? Can I introduce you to my Exu with a gun? This is really what you want. Enough. Its point is to hide in your shell. Face me. Mia raises her head. She speaks of describing a simple fact. Shiny looks at Amir. The girl next to her is unrecognizable from Amir of 10 minutes ago. She has found her resolve, her confidence. And use the tone is surprising. This feels so as the third of its came from Amir herself, another third from subtly imitating her, and the last third. Chen does not know either. Falco pinches her lips together. After much hesitation, she opens her mouth once again. What sights did you see this time? Whose last words did you hear? About this, only those who face imminent death like to spout such platitudes. Events of the past cannot harm me. At the same time, she taps the hilt of her sword, lightly pulling apart the shaking air ahead of her, sending the scorching heat towards the two infected. Chen roars just before she moves. It occurs to her that it may be better for Amir to deal with this. Jigsaw! Fleeting night! Turns to look at Chen, a smile on her face. Sorry, it's something like this, right? Black? Probably cerulean, but looks good compared to this. Jigsaw is a lot bloodier. At this moment, Chen considers that perhaps this battle should have just gone like this. Oxygen supply devices have all been destroyed during the battle. Fight a fire attack while carrying oxygen supplies is nothing short of suicidal. To Huff, Chen discards her extraneous equipment and laments the fact that she was far too hasty with her preparations. I'm here. There's not much time left. Plan to burn all of the oxygen here. But besides this, also veteran of many battles. This reminder should have been unnecessary, but it's enough to divert her attention. There's only one reason to do so. Chen wants to draw her attention. Chen feels him deeply. He's struggling to keep calm. Missing to be bound by its scabbard. Temporarily restrained Qiao trembles violently, as if eagerly awaiting its release to the point of madness. But maybe because her own hand is shaking. After all these years, only now does Chen feel the tendency of Qiao. Fears that she will lose her grip on the sword, and she is unable to stop herself from rejoicing together with it. Chen comes to the realization Qiao possesses no will of its own. Its will is the will of the wielder. It wasn't that she was unable to touch Qiao before, she hadn't reached the point where she needed to use it. But now, as she faces a veritable wall of flames, the will in front of her, the person she longed for, that friend, sister, criminal, along with a sense of total despair that always down heavily on her. Rambling gradually stops. It's time, Chen feels. Qiao has been waiting for far too long, and she has as well. Miss Chen, please wait. You'll be able to hurt her, but even if you have the power to do so, killing her is meaningless. Amir doesn't feel as she is the one speaking. It feels like a sharp blade. A sharp blade bent from injustice and tragedy. Even so, Amir feels that this blade will return to its original shape as sharp as ever. Feels a little like Chen. Hey, the power of stealing all the memory. That's not a bad thing. She cannot actually beat Chen after all. Amir gazes at Talula. Miss Chen, did you arrest suspects just so you could flock and humiliate them? To take away their lives? Yet, her nameless anger is nothing like Chen. She feels betrayal, manipulation, isolation. She experiences a story that has yet to reach its end. A gloomy future, that which still exists. This has an outcome, I believe. Besides, we don't possess that authority. I know you'll just say washing away her suspicions is too easy. No, Madame Chen. Miss Chen, that's not right. Whether or not her suspicions can be washed away must wait until this matter is resolved. And bites down hard on her lip, growing blood. Why does she feel joy at blood kin harming one another? She cannot answer. I mean, you're fighting for your ideologies, no matter what. You are doing it. You will reveal anything righteous to your sister, maybe. She sighs. Exactly. That's just an outcome. I want them to be judged for their crimes. Death can come after they're sentenced. Where does your confidence come from? As a confident monster. Let's call it responsibility. Then holds her hand up high. It's our duty. On the other hand, Kashi, you possess nothing. Your body is borrowed. Deceptions are laid bare. Games folder before Qiao. Shows this place as your battlefield. Relying on your weapons and disguise. Staying in the core city is proof of your arrogance and folly. You've driven yourself into a corner. You cannot escape. It ends here tonight. We will take over this world.
해냈어요, 박사님. 비록 작은 승리일지라도 승리를 거듭해 나간다면 언젠가 짙은 안개를 걷어낼 빛이 될 수도 있겠죠.
Well, I guess we will. I hope it's not that much long and we have one more fight and hopefully, like, I might end it after this fight. It is getting late. But, you know, game is good. Story is good. Lord of Fiends? You've done well. Yet, I'm really troubled by that baseless confidence you and that young dragon continue to show. Finally giving up the guys? Who am I talking to? Is it the changed Talor or young Kasche? Announcing my actions, insulting my person, and that is distracting forth memories from deep within my mind. Did you think that you could subdue me like this? Force me to surrender? Or did you think that I would be suppressed by the dragon-slaying sword of Yan and the filthy arts of the Sakas? Be for your arts to do with this body as you wish to regain some semblance of purity. This extents of your oratory skills. Why do you stand against me? Your conceit only feeds your arrogance. It only means you have that much further to fall. I mean, you know they poured out the big guns once you actually have some lyrics in your background music. However young you may be, you're still the Lord of Fiends in the end. Tempting to persecute me, convincing my inner heart. Telling me there's a foreign being trying to take over this body, and that I should struggle. Frankly, aren't you unsure as well? If memories and emotions can be falsified, does Kasche truly exist? Excuse me, yes. What does it mean if Kasche doesn't actually exist? This has nothing to do with you, Kasche. We want to defeat you not because of what you have experienced, but because of what you have done. I cannot allow you to continue harming others, no matter what reasons you may have. Just as Madame Chen said, we don't care. Regardless if you're Kasche or Talala. Get the hell off of my sister's body. I wanted to say that, but it seems to just be an excuse for you. You do have an excuse, save it for the judge. Amir, get ready. Let's go. Have you been misled by the power I'm displaying right now? Let me repeat myself. Everyone in the city who could kill me is now dead. I mean, if Patriot can kill you, and we were able to kill Patriot, you should be still scared of us. Besides Patriot, no one in Shamrock City could have done it. Was Nova? The frosty nightmare of the Tanfa died at Langman, just as I planned. If we use these two swords, you don't hold a candle to them. They're giving you the wrong impression. This body was not willing, will not be able to accomplish anything. But now, what exactly is this body of mine restraining? I do not understand. I shall liberate it, just as I once liberated all destruction. Michael reaches for the long sword, fingers brush across the blade's edge, leaving a trail of blood painted across it. She laughs. It's time to 1v1. Final destination, Fox only. Chen tries to speak, but her body refuses. Something is flowing around her neck. Mia gestures toward her, an image appearing within her mind. Chen realizes that they are indeed caught within Talula's arts. Really mentioned? Yes, exactly. We are finally doing it. It's time for brawling. Should Chen open her mouth to speak, the heat around her mouth would rapidly increase, burrowing her esophagus and incinerating her from within. Amir turns to clear Talala, but it's too late. I spent a lot of time playing Melee. I mean, it's probably the best Smash game, right? It's a good choice. It's a good video game too. I suck at it, but it's a good video game. Amir turns to clear Talala, but it's too late. The arts have already taken effect. Melee mentioned. I mean, the Melee song will come in the future, I know they have. For competitive, yes, let's go. Okay, who was your main? Can I judge you? Casual's Deathfall. Was what I played the most for sure. That was like peak. This might probably be one of the most played games on my Wii for sure. The Princess Marth, what color? Okay, that's acceptable, I think. No, I can. It could be worse. It could be worse. As long as it's not Jigglypuff, you know. Never played Smash in my life. Okay, Musty. Should you ever come to south of Germany, I will hook up my Wii and we will play some Smash. Who did you main? I mean, I ironically did play a lot of Fox, and in fall I did play a lot of Lucario. And a bit of Kirby. I like leading people. But yeah, I'm far from I mean, I never played it on competitive level or anything like that, so maybe I do not feel bad about math because none of my friends played it, so eh. I mean, I turned to clear Talor, but it's too late. The arts have already taken effect. The trucker's voice reverberates within the boiling heat, but Ami and Shen are forced to remain silent. Shen feels as if her lungs are riddled with holes, her breath labored and tortured. The tracker's art seems deliberately differentiate between volitional expressions and involuntary movements. It seems to Shen that even Talor cannot force her art to work on all concepts. That's why Tyler chose the mouths. Red Dragon simply wishes for the two to stay silent. Giant grits her teeth. Its temperature is still rising. As time passes, it will inevitably reach its climax. The two will die. Oh, oh nice. After all, they cannot cut apart the blistering air that surrounds their bodies. Countless lives vanish before me, and I grieve for them. Yet, I can only continue moving forward. Because I know the glorious nation I serve demands fresh blood, wishes for death, calls for humility. Disappeared, then emerged once more, I disintegrated, then was rebuilt, died a sudden death, then was resurrected. I journey across the plains of salt, bleeding mountain valleys, and not once was I harmed. For his sword, his territory, his subjects, they grant me protection. You think you could use the sword techniques of Cheek Shout with your fingers alone? You not even need to wield the actual sword anymore? You're getting older, you coot. So old that you forgot what it is you should be doing before you even think of stopping me. Your arts may be outstanding, but your multitude of worries causes you to make mistakes. Why do you stand against me? Are you thinking of giving up your life to delay me? Why? Don't do anything you'll regret. Lacking in things you regret doing, Wei Yanwu? Like for Chen Huichi to commit suicide? For Kashi to do as he wants? Our time is over, Wei Yanwu. You're saying that he should not repeat our mistakes? I have never thought otherwise. You waste her. What if I find this city? Watch as people lived and died. It's already gone. Why do you force more onto her? Because they can do better. Think a group of infected young officer can do it? I think things will only get worse if you go. Koichi, have I ever hesitated to kill? Lots of times. You. How long do you plan to get in my way? Until I'm cold in the ground. That is one lovely smile. Until the core city stops. Whether the Shadow Guard stops it or is Huichi or the infected. But before it stops, you're not taking a single step forward. Koichi, do not challenge me. Try me, Wei Yanwu. If you want me to let you die like Master Edward did, you better send me off first. You. They're everywhere. It's the final battle, you got this. Hold the line, forward, forward, push them out, chase them out. Feline, how much longer can you hold on? 3 minutes. Either we win and the battle ends, or I die. I won't let them capture me or interfere with her fight. Even if Talor dies, these people will not go away. Much more time does your squad need to maneuver. Talking about all the gorillas in the infected Patriot Port? Yes, at least another hour. Then we live for another hour. That's some confidence. Let's go. I go with you. Move! Great, that's great, Feline. Gorillas, no warriors, bulldog sea, the west. Onwards, march onwards. March onwards. Are the two sides of this battle? Think that infected and non-infected. Think that is justice and injustice. Wrong. That's all wrong. This is the reason you cannot defeat me. One side is simply doing as they wish for their own goals, acting on emotion, alone. Weak-willed fools would not even understand the meaning of war. This other side is those suffering in Ursus, the people who live in pain under discrimination of others. Don't care? You don't have the right to care. How could you possibly fathom the love we have towards our land? I love them. Those warriors who fight for this country. Those passionate people who willingly spill their own blood up in the battlefield. No matter who they see as an enemy, I love them all. They entrust their lives to their faith. It's fine even to go against Ursus in a moment of prejudice and short-sightedness. Because this land will forever love them. Well, if the land loves them, it will not ask for their blood. Those missionaries whose brains are full of shit, who mock the sacrifices and victims among the common folk. I love them too. My love towards them will not falter just because of their actions. Because love is alike, it is equal, it is normal. Those uninfected will fight for the infected. Those infected will refuse to give up. I love them all. The way they pursue life is thousands of times better than the trash who waste their life away meaninglessly. But I love all the people of Ursus. Whether strong or weak, benevolent or tyrannical, altruistic or greedy. For Ursus, all lives are equal. We are all queens of sand in Ursus. Some people deserve a better life from birth, but I cannot or not choose so. Because fate is blind. Right? That's why you make your own fate, baby. Slasher. Must undergo these unreasonable hardships that make us stronger and mature. Some people must be punished. But they cannot. Their lives are still important. They will push forward the great river of time. Things will move and plans implanted. And until the time when they are drowned and greatness is newly cast. I love them all. Not because of origin, not because of deeds, because of identity, or because of personality. I love everyone on this land. Right? It's been so for 1,000 years. Maybe that's too long. Deathless Black Snake. Deathless Black Snake. Mia or Mia. Do you know why you're so short-sighted? Why you are so weak? Because you only stand in your own two shoes. You know how narrow your vision is? How much misfortune have you ever seen? You've only seen some unremarkable scenes through the eyes of the Lord of Fiends. Yet, you presume to act as if personal experiences. I mean, you know, some people do have the power of empathy, which might surprise you. But they don't need to, like, experience it themselves to be able to empathize with the people and feel their pain. Experience far more tragedy than you ever have. You're constrained by your identity as an orphan and infected. Yes, I'm the observer of the entirety of Ursus. I live to save the vast land of crying people you cannot see. What about you? You're but fools, blind and deaf, disappearing over the littlest of things, sparing over the littlest of things, proclaiming yourself serious. Could you ever imagine what has taken place across this world? Cannot. Language, history, the memories you see are all just short excerpts of self-glorification. You cannot see the scars carved onto the living by fate itself. Scars can kill. The scars of millions of my Ursus kin etched onto my body. And Huichi, you're my sister in blood and flesh. Stand here against me, versus your enemy, not because you think it's invading your homeland. You cannot even defeat your own sister. You believe for a second that you will prevail against the entirety of Ursus. What's more, whether or not Ursus will attack in this war, wherever the result of the war may be, that is not to me. All I want is for this land to free itself from the impasse and dissonance it finds itself in. After this war ends, there will inevitably be a winner and a loser, whether it's the military government or an emperor. We as Ursus emperors like the incarnation of the soul of Ursus. He did not lose himself in pleasure, maintained a healthy distance in power despite his lofty ambitions. He cannot be called the embodiment of lust, was as far from a tyrant as could be. However, he brought about wars, for Ursus needs wars. Ursus needs wars for its people to grow. You know, you can have character growth without war. Surprising, but there are other hardships. He was exceptional. He was worthy of being called an emperor of Ursus. As for you infected, why don't you bow down in front of them and wag your tails passively like the beasts you are? Please leave the forgiveness that way. You should be accepted by everyone. course you can. Just accept the fodder they give you. Abandon the language of people and become slaves. And over a quarter of your own for them to squander and slaughter. Yeah, you know, how about no? We'll see you as harmless livestock. A pet that looks disgustingly like a person. It's interesting enough to keep around. Accessory that you may grant meager protection to console the miserable pride. You'll struggle and die. You will always be countless new lives ready to take your place. The kin will be reduced to such then and forever. Because those fools can only feel forgiveness and satisfaction through such a method. The great systems of power are always established for the sake of you and them, the slave and the master. No one else will treat you as fairly as Ursus and I. No how despicable the Ursus may be, we have no choice but to let you live in the shadow. Think that is evil, then so be it. Because this evil is perpetuated a mentality of pathetic salvation that spanned nations that caused life to be so. Till today. We'll change everything that gave them direction. The exceptional once ruler of this nation brought greatness to them, but even he could not escape the grasp of time. The end cannot bring salvation to the infected. In war, the rational parts are sated, the non-intelligent parts are perfused, radical parts become extraordinary. The different thoughts become fanatic. Those people gain a sort of nobility. We tame and use them as an act of foolishness rather than wisdom. We don't need allegiance, nor do we want to rule over them. I will let them restore their lost dignity. In the future of Ursus, the same holds true for the infected. I will bring about exaltation and equality for infected and uninfected, for Ursus and other nations. Finally, a winner will emerge between the Borderlands armies, the State Council. I fan the flames of this war, so they may decide immediately. As time passes, life is devoted and passion is ousted. When Ursus becomes incapable of setting off the slightest spark, plans and people will rot and become lost in the annals of history. We'll never let that happen. I had intention that reunion fall here. We gathered in my hand and crumbled once again. Man, Tasso, there's a starting point to all this. You know, you don't need to always bring everything to ashes to make a good thing. How can your short-sightedness see the events the century henceforth? How can you even begin to imagine infected and uninfected united in their struggle? Why would you disrupt the peace and glory that will follow 1,000 years, simply for the sake of little suffering too? Man, maybe you are too old and stubborn in your old ways. You have never experienced despair, the think of destruction. Infected may struggle, but they still live on. But you missed the first boss fight. You might be able to see I mean, you should see the second one. How hard could the second one be? But yeah, we killed her once, and now we have Super Sword Amir. The infected may struggle, but they still live on. In contrast, Ursus has nearly fallen to ruin in a single night on multiple occasions. Have you ever listened to the cavalry of Kagan galloping across the land? Oh no, the Mongol horde is a thing in this world too. The sound of weapons clashing too thunderously, you can level mountains and shift rivers. Have you ever heard the shrill cries of the Kashyyyks of Knight's Morva as they run their scimitars across the skulls? Have you ever experienced the ear-splitting sounds of 1,000 of warriors of Rus firing simultaneously, reducing the high and mighty Gauls to little more than ashes amongst the blood and mud? You're clueless, but I don't blame you for that. If you really wish to put your foolish thoughts into action, when the rivalry of Ursus, the unification of the Ursus under the same banner of faith, the revitalization of the Ursus land, then try and stop me. Try and stop this incarnation of Ursus. Come. I mean, I would if you stop yapping. Weiß threading games. What the hell is this map? SG. The blood must be stopped right here. Wait. Oh yeah. I still have new army just here. Huh? Why is your mental attack so unclear now? Is sealing your speech causing emotions bottle up? You're cooked? Oh no. If you know who's in front of you, if you know how strong the flames of a twig are, if you know my understanding of art far surpasses yours, you still wish to defeat me? You want to exhaust my energy? Want to make this body betray me? Just based on that sword alone? That imitation of a sword? The eyes. It's not the sword that will shatter your plans, Kashi. It's a person holding the sword. Deathless black snake. So you're gonna stand around for a while again. Oh, wait, Jesus. Okay, wait, you start here. So this will be peak just Palula/Kashi path. And this will be other path we have to defend. When in doubt, give me a murder. I guess I probably should not spread out if she still does the same funny thing. He does still do funny flames, got it. Does he do this? And this. Wait, die haben noch Gasselmensch. Ja, der Mörder ist Wester, I'm sorry. I mean, ideally, I would. Me might be cooked since I cannot build up that much DP. Do we wait till she's there? That feels suicidal, though. It would be the easiest to just block her there. That's so far away, though. Okay, you know what? We have range here. We're throwing her out. And then we can let Exo basic. Oh, jeez. She's doing her job of marking her for Lemon. You breaking through was not part of the plan. Yeah, fuck. Right, you... Okay, that was not well executed. I had a plan. Did the plan work? No. Will you get sliced there? Will get sliced? Oh, fuck me. You know what? You are just cooked there. Okay, this is probably the last before we get there. We should just concentrate on basically... How do I do this? Probably this, so I can put someone there. But also... This ties in reach of healing. Or do this. I'm sure Kelsey can keep herself alive for a second. But yeah, we just want to stack up our defenses and everything there. That's a lot of damage. But yeah, she can keep herself alive for a second. Oh, it's still not the last. Oh, fuck me. Okay, maybe she will not survive this actually. Could go for this cheeky round though. Is it, maybe it's worth it? I still would like to shoot her. Ooh, activated my trap card. You will die for your sins. We still need you guys actually. That's spooky. That is... This is fine. That is not fine. Okay, Amiya, show me what you've got. This might be a small problem. Oh fucking hell. Oh, yeah. Maybe I would have had time for this. Fuck me. How the hell? The hell does one do this? Yeah, you deal 2 damage. You apply burning. With XHP and attacker greatly increase summon energy aggregate to help in combat. What's combo action? Let's try it once more, but yeah, it is late. I want to. What does our Amiya do? It searches for the lowest HP target in front of this unit and attacks 10 times. Last it deals double damage as 2 damage. Each time defeated during this slashes will increase Amiya's attack. Skill can only be used once per battle. I mean, I guess it basically means if you kill 3 people, you have just permanent attack up, right? I mean, do I have to bring her? You know what? Once per deployment is more accurate. I see. Interesting then. But yeah, I guess we need to stack more. We shall stack more healing. Bundle up at the corner we were, just cope more? Do we just cope? I guess so. God, Mia skill 2 is anime as fuck. We will see it one day. Okay. No, we basically want... Should have probably first put her down. Do something like this. We will need our men soon. I mean, here she would be safe for a long time and get... I really still like that. I'm not sure if we need, if we should, I should put... No, that's not where I'm... Fuck, okay, wait, we're just restarting this. I'm not sure if it's better or worse to wait a while with killing her to the second phase. I assume the waves just start once you kill her, right? That would make sense. So I feel like hitting her earlier is also not really gonna help us, will it?
빛이 부족하다고? 괜찮아. 내 머리 위 형광등이 나아갈 길을 비춰줄 거니까. 뭐 안 사라진다면 말이지만 이제는 안 사라지겠지? 보고 있어.
Also, I feel like in the first phase being too stacked up might also become problematic with the AoE, right? Yeah, we will see. I'll figure this out. I feel like what we... Fuck me then. What we really want is maybe putting her down here too. We also need to figure out where do we put Pethalopsis. Do we do something like this? She's gonna get cooked there in a second. But yeah, how do we put them? This kind of wastes extra range of her skill. This is like also not really that many more people hit by it. We could do this. Could also just try to keep it. We need them alive there too, right? Maybe do something like this. And Calcite did surprisingly at least keep herself alive. She's gonna kill Myrtle there, isn't she? Can put Myrtle here. My bad. We can put Myrtle nowhere. Nowhere was the right answer. Okay, but yeah, we should get ready for pain. Lemon is sadly just gonna perish. This is also where we need to basically replace Myrtle though. This fight was I mean, this must have been so hard with units only from like year 2. Right, man, I forgot how much she actually walks. It might be spicy to not buffen her up first in any kind, but okay, honestly there's no excuse not to place you down already. What is the safest place?
명령에 따르겠습니다.
Could do this. And you're in range for calcite. I mean, at least you stand. Yeah, let's do this.
그런데 내가 일으킨 트러블은 나밖에 수습 못해. 제일 먼저 하이 볼테이지
조금만 더 버텨주세요.
Okay. Now we are coping. Wait, she did. Why did she die this? Oh, wait, do they. They take the damage. Is that how it works? Is this mechanics? I think I get it. I get it. I get how this mechanic kind of works, maybe. Eat damage for a second. I see. But I mean, we're still kinda cooked though, but we are less cooked.
작은 변화 하나까지도 노초종이 소리에 응하여 들린다.
Don't tell me is she invisible or she's invincible? Yeah. Murder might make a difference.
박사, 여기 경치 좋다. 그치?
벨레식에 들리는 경계의 상징 표시. 종원을 바로잡아라.
You got this. Go.
이 길은 통행 금지입니다.
일어난다. 와, 다들 이쪽으로 와. 초기화를 준비를 완료하였습니다.
It's Jova. It's not Jova.
지정된 좌표에 도착했다.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
다음에는 필지
What the fuck?
추진 장치를 달아볼까?
Self-destructs after 25 seconds, sending fireballs in the cardinal direction that deal 1000 arch damage. Targets are affected with burning breath. It's increasing 2 damage. Are you fucking with me? Why? I need this.
오늘도 잘 보니까 상황은 무슨 적의 빛이 확실해서 당신의 보고를 듣게 될지 생각해본 적 있어?
You are not going anywhere.
해충 녀석이 응고되어라.
제가 도움이 된다면 조금만 더 버텨주세요. 곧 끝납니다.
사과야, 오늘도 잘 부탁해.
Nobody ever stops my lady.
그런데 내가 일으킨 트러블은 나밖에 포기하지 마.
Okay, I lied.
오래 걸리지
에이, 로큰롤!
No, are you? Oh, fuck. Oh. About this. But it was nice knowing you all.
도망칠 곳은 없다.
Yeah, that is one hell of a stage, huh? The forbidden third phase. That is what got me. You got this. I do one more try. But then I will stop. It is getting late. Okay. Does the game at all say how the goddamn burning thing works? Which they summons an edging. This is. Do I. What would I want to keep a person alive? What about for healer? I don't know who I could get rid of at this point, though. Do we get rid of Logos? He did some nice work, but we need Lemon and Exo to actually deal the damage. Thorns is a good lane holder. So Lee came in clutch. Calcite is healing and a tank. Enos is okay. Sorry, Logos. I do not have data module for Calcite. Nope. We bring Ansel, my man. Yes. This is probably so bad though, right? Since like Papyrus is an actual heal. I did not look at her yet. It would be better to take Susu. Looks at my leveled up operators. Yeah. Isn't Pure Stream and Perfumer really good? Okay. How much can I invest into Perfumer at this point in my life?
성과 확인 부탁해. 승진했다고 일부러 알려주러 온 거야?
Yeah, you know, finally I need healing. I cannot just outdamage everything.
옷깃 삐뚤어졌다. 잠깐 쉴래?
Aww. You're so close, but it's not like you could afford E2ing her then.
성과 확인 부탁해.
Like speed minus 50, but I mean, saving that for when shit hits the fan. Oh, you only get at Elite 2 though. Ah, well, look at Susu 2 though. Okay, I mean, you know, in a great world I can look at, I would be able to have them all leveled. This healing effects by 10 on operators with DB cost no more than 10. That's interesting. Can be used up to twice one battle. But yeah, let's send this. Let's see how this goes. Either I end the Black Snake or I end myself.
빛이 부족하다고? 괜찮아. 내 머리 위 형광등이 나아갈 길을 비춰줄 거니까.
Where do we put her that she survives?
안
Can
사라진 건 말이지만.
I would love to see us. I think. Do we reach there? Might be too far away. Actually, you know what? She will be safe there for a long while. Actually, I've put you 1-2 behind, didn't I? Fuck me. Honestly, wait. Let's put her in the middle there. Keep her safe. She's integral to my strategy of throw everything at the wall.
어떤 변명도 받지 않겠어.
안심하지 않도록 조심해라.
Is the win right here? Ooh, you have too much confidence in me.
얘들아, 도와주러 왔어.
Are you willing to bother ops? I really rather would not.
약발이 해볼까?
It feels nicer to do it basically with my own team, because otherwise I will default to just basically use Visible every time. But I have that honor, I will use my own Exo. That is surely not more overpowered than anything that we should have at this point in time. Fish fawns the dog.
행동을 제압한다. 그건 되겠지.
How do we... I'll need to see this. So we can keep Kelsey there. We would want X to still be somewhere there too, though. I think the problem with having so many healers is that we just cannot keep everyone alive, though.
해충 녀석이 실력발휘 해볼까? 포기하지 마.
Should be trouble. Fair.
뭘 해야 하는지 설명의 냄새까지 감출
But this is where I did not learn enough yet, I guess.
이 정도로 멈춰.
To be fair,
하지 마라.
I guess... I wanted to say her skill 3 is very good at actually... I did never really experiment with my Winston's Exo skill 3 yet. Once I realized, you know what, this works out well enough for me.
몬스터, 날 따라와라. 너무 기다리게 하지. 누군가 알아채겠지.
Okay, what do we want next? I mean, get me an Exo.
만일을 위해서 한 번 더 묻는데 아름다운 목표.
움직이지 마라. 그러면 서로 수고를 덜하게 될 테니.
Don't have a reliable... Don't tell me that is like a good farming stage. Oh, I kind of wasted this. I mean, I think this is where we outmurdered for now.
너무 기다리게 하지 마. 발밑을 밟아.
We would want you, but we should probably wait a second. Maybe we should not have put down Exos that early, huh? We will not get any healing. This is fine. Fuck me, I guess.
뭘 해야 하는지 누군가 알아채겠지만 네 심장을 어둠속에 멈춰.
명령에 따르겠습니다. 안심하세요. 제가 곁에 있을 테니.
Okay, this is where we get the party started. Honestly, maybe I don't even need lemon for this. Good, you know, goodbye.
위치 확보. 구체적인 위치까지는 몰라도 돼. 뭐 제일 먼저
This is where we also say goodbye to you for a second, I would say.
이게
That's hopefully at least less stress on my healers. Heal like you've never healed before.
너무 기다리게 하지 마. 공포는 숨길 수 없어.
My man got this for a second. Surely.
작은 변화 하나까지도 놓치지 않겠습니다.
Actually, I should have waited, huh?
문제 없어.
I cannot heal you, don't press it. Just get attackable.
전황이 복잡한
Fucking hell.
뿌릴지라도 만구의 흑해를 몰아낼 수 있으리니. 이제부터는 당신의 말이 불령입니다.
Come on, come on.
이제부터는 다들 멈추십시오. 이 길은 통행 금지입니다.
We're just buying time.
전황이 복잡하니 제가 적당히 대응하겠습니다.
문제 없어. 침착해. 트위치어로는 철골 위에서 들이붓게 못할 거라고.
응고되어라.
That is bad.
최적의 포즈는 생각해줘. 역할을 다해라.
말하기 좀 그런데 내가 일으킨 트러블은 나밖에 수습 못. 내가 당신의 보고를 듣게 될 다이 볼티지 버라지.
Oh yeah, we will.
최적의 포즈는 생각해줘.
We'll not be able to cope through this one, will we? Oh.
이 정도로 멈출 거라 생각하지 마라.
I don't even want to sacrifice the other fire gods. Fuck me.
오래 걸리진 않을 거다.
미안한다.
작은 변화 하나까지도 놓치지 않겠습니다.
Wait. Where did she go?
얘들아, 도와주러 왔어. 이게 전장이란 거구나.
알겠다. 공격은 예상한 대로다.
It's gonna be messy. Bear with me.
미끼는 재밌어?
Yes. I guess I wasted him, didn't I? Oh,
제가
fuck.
적당히 대응하겠습니다.
That's not gonna help. Oh, I fucking hate video games.
전황이 복잡하니 제가 적당히 대응하겠습니다.
We got this.
후퇴 루트를 확보하고 수술 준비를 하도록.
I mean, as long as I feel like if I would not have just wasted Zuli for emptiness. I mean, the AoE is probably gonna be better. Don't need extra arts damage. You know what, let's go with this.
그럼 바로 작전 브리핑을 시작하지. 자, 함정에 빠지게 될 벌레는 누굴까나?
얘들아, 도와주러 왔어.
Skiffy. I guess I could see. I will see. I mean, honestly, at this point.
미끼는 재밌어?
다들 이쪽으로 와.
오래 걸리지 않을 거다.
공포는 숨길 수 없어.
It was a bit greedy,
할 수 있을 거야.
but I think we can keep everyone alive like this. Maybe.
몬스터
Okay, don't do this too early. That's what I'm realizing.
뭘 해야 하는지 누군가 알아채기 전에 내 실체를 어둠 속에 묻어서
That's fuck me. Okay, let's do one more thing, but
어디서 길을 잘못 든 거지?
actually use Savi on my first clear. I feel like she's still very good at for basically being one of the beginner 6 stars, right? Okay, it's not like I have got that many more defenders by playing so far.
간다.
Oop,
어떤 싸움이 될까나.
oop.
얘들아, 도와주러 왔어.
미끼는 정했어?
실력 발휘해볼까?
누군가 알아채기 전에 내 실체를 어둠 속에 묻어줄게.
해낼 수 있을 거야.
Oh, fuck me. You know what? Maybe I should call it a night. It is getting late. Maybe I can do a stream for this on Friday. I want to, I want to finish this, but it's also almost midnight. I have Shu now. Let's go. But yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, maybe I will do it on Friday. Friday should maybe work. But yeah, tomorrow we'll stream some Limbus because new Kando. Let's go. Yeah, thanks for watching. I should wait someone. I'm tired though. But I'm not gonna stick around. Let's not pretend I would. Let's just end it here. Well, you were really close. I mean, I think I can do it. But it's a combination of being slightly tilted at this point and tired. So yeah, next time we will finish this. So yeah, have a good night or evening. Bye bye.